The Beginner's Guide. And it begins. Everything Unlimited. So, I believe we were saying that this was one of the Stanley Parable dudes. And I quite enjoyed a lot about Stanley Parable. I don't think I've gone to explore everything. Laptop power savings. Interesting. Overlay position. Okay. Basically stuff I don't need to mess with right now. Cool. I enjoyed a lot about Stanley Parable, but I don't think I explored it to its fullest. And what we were gonna have the Beginner's Guide and Dr. Langeskov as like the two splitting paths for the Stanley Parable dev. So I'm very excited to see where they head off to. October 2008. All right, let's dive in. I'm very excited. Please make sure audio is on. I do think audio is in fact on. So I got WASD, right mouse button. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Wow.
What I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean,
It's like
not that they're
Matlock.
all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped.
Feel that with
In
art.
2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
I like the narrative.
That's about it for introduction.
A lot.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
So this is like a, instead of a compilation of short stories, this is a compilation of short games. Oh shit. Whisper Machine.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
These sound effects, the alarm like constantly beeping is worrying me. It's so quiet. Do I want to go down that way? I don't know if I could go down that way. Oh. Ah. Never mind. What is causing that light? Just light being there? Huh. Where are we heading off to? That's the only open doorway. Oh, no, light station.
Hostile alien life form inbound.
Uh-oh.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Oh, that's the
You can't
same.
even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
What is the purpose? Oh, hey. Hello, door. Space.
I love how you can see the bottom
The
of the
first
universe
frontier?
in this room.
Oh, hey. Look at that. It's just a gray box. Wait, so that's actually kind of interesting. Wait, so... Thinking about that, is this just like a rectangular room? Or is that just like a square plane on the very bottom? Huh. What's up, Stoic? How are you doing today? Ooh, 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 we got some doorways. Can we go through you? No. Not gonna lie, this gives me like Halo 1 vibes. Kinda. Most video games take place in rectangular rooms. I feel like I'm a dummy, and yeah, I never really thought about it. I imagine the... I mean, I guess for older games I thought about it for sure. For sure. Oh, what was it? Oh, God. There's a fighting game that I was watching just recently that showcased that very well. Where you had the actual like scenery wrapping around and you were fighting on the rectangular plane. Some sort of 3D fighting. I don't remember. But I never thought about like... Ooh.
Apparently, the space station has a labyrinth on it.
Ooh.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Well, no. Can I go back in it?
Or, if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Actually, saying this, how long is this? Uh-oh, I might have made a mistake. I might have made a mistake. If I can find my way back to the beginning, that's gonna be a dead end, you know? Anyways, I guess back onto my thoughts with skyboxes. I never really thought about it because they're designed really well, and like them being the horizons just blended really well. That's gonna be that end too. Oh god, no. All right. Never mind. This is a bad idea. This was a bad idea. We're just leaving.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hi.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Let me leave. I don't trust this disembodied voice. There aren't even speakers in here. There aren't even speakers in here. How do I know it's coming from someone
This
aboard
is
the
not a
ship?
branching point, unfortunately. The only option is to step into the beam.
Of
Let me
course it
pause
is.
here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Well, I mean, I guess we're going. We must ascend. Oh yeah, there's the labyrinth.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about
Interesting.
it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife.
I'm not seeing any sort of movement here.
juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've
Down
just
there
had
we
to
are.
traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that
No
after
movement.
making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Interesting. What's up, Rainbow? How you doing? It's been a little bit. Oh god, this is just a Windows 95 maze. The past was behind her. Oh god, I'm getting screensaver flashbacks.
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's really neat. Oh, they're not connected. Interesting. Oh. You hate it?
So it's
Ooh.
a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Why does the future keep changing? Oh, hello. Oh, God. I'm getting anti-chamber vibes all over again. Oh, my gosh. This is really cool. I like this a lot. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Hello. I like the idea. My favorite part so far has been because we've had our back turned, we couldn't move forward. Because we couldn't see the future. See what was ahead of us. The future is always behind her. The future is always behind her. Sounds like she didn't have a happy ending, yeah? Whoever she is. Ooh.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants
Whoa.
to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Chat, do you think there's a difference between a game and an interactive experience? Because to me, there is a difference between something you can interact with and versus something I would consider like just a full game. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I can move again. I can move again. Oh, thank God. Thank God. You are now entering the Twilight Zone. They call the online campus
that's
tours
it.
interactive
Okay,
experiences.
the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. This is gonna be a stupid.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Interesting. This actually gives me a lot of like, I don't know. What's the word? Not inspiration. I have a lot of admiration that this is of their projects, and once it was done, it was done. Time to move forward. I respect it a lot. The thing I liked about the last one, this is gonna be really a stupid connection, maybe a dumb connection to
I know
make.
it's tempting, but there's actually nothing over here. Sorry.
Reminds me of Stan Lee in the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game I used to play. Narrate where you were going. This is the beginner's guide, which, as we hear our narrator, sounds like it's like a collection of things an old friend of his worked on and wants to draw attention to. It's intriguing. The last one reminded me of the phrase "stay on the garden, stay off the garden path" from the Magicians show I just started watching with Hope the other
Once
night.
you've been slowed to an absolute crawl,
Oh,
the
man.
door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Do I want to enter the door? What if I don't? What if I just want to experience the slow struggle of finally getting to my destination? Or just press enter. Ooh. Hello? Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Game filled chairs except one chair's oh my God, there's so many things. Stranger appears. You must address a melee group of eager press reporters.
A
Only
room
posters
that's
come-
warm
Concept art,
and
visual
nice
things.
and filled with little ideas for games.
Press you to surrender. Oh.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I'm gonna cry. Oof. I really like that. I really like that. Might find that a bit too relatable. This kind of reminds me of really likes those lights on the side, huh? Huh. This reminds me of a Star Wars game. This feels like some sort of like Star Warsy something. Or Half-Life maybe. The first thing we explored was CS,
Well, this
right?
is new for Coda.
So
It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
okay, we got smoke. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Oh,
Don't forget that solution, because we're going
Ah.
to see this puzzle again soon. We're going to see it a lot.
3. Wait, and one of the last things, when we see 3 dots like this, looks like a little mark or something. There's no way we can get back up, huh? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm getting thoughts
So
of...
that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Holy what?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull
my God.
interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
To experience? That just reminded me of Daggerfall. Or like making like countless dungeons in the Oblivion Skyrim creative tools. Oh, I can't go backwards. God. Never now.
Aha. So
Fascinating.
this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
This sounds like some major FromSoft vague posting, if I ever heard it. The Great and Lovely Descent. Ooh. Ooh. This is crisp. Got motion blur now? Okay. Let's move forward, I guess.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Streetwise Fool.
To make
Oh,
all
look
of
at
these
these chairs.
games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Oh, God.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Can I go in? Ooh, I can go in. Wow. There's a restroom. And there's a sink and a... Is that a dryer? Or is that a baby station? It kind of reminds me of a baby station. Oh. Or... Is that an accessibility thing? I can't move. So this is only with Source. Interesting. Never used Source. Never... I wasn't a huge PC person when Source things were popular, like Half-Life, Counter-Strike, whatnot. This is intriguing, though. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall all the way down. What if I fall, like, all the way down? Oof! Those pieces remind me of, like, the Kingdom Hearts stained glass stairs. Uh-oh. Ooh. Hello? Why Why do you exist? Why are you here? Is that a light? Is that supposed to be like a light and everything? Hmm. This makes me think of skylight. Or like a... Oh, like an actual sky. How is that? Actually curious, can I see that? No. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like it's just daylight outside. It's just a really bright light. Well, onwards and forwards. Ooh, don't like that. Ooh, don't like that. Not feeling creeped out at all. Something's just gonna pop out at me. I don't like it. I want to go inside. Alright, well, I have to go inside. Do I have to go inside? No. Probably. Okay, we'll go inside. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, it's a lift. Hello. What if I don't want to go in there, though? What happens if I want to... Oh. I just can't. I can't. Never mind.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Oh!
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
I feel like that goes back to like what I was saying earlier, right? And to your point, Rainbow, the interactive experience versus game. A friend of mine was playing oh god, what was it? It was something with the alphabet. Metamorphabet? Something like that, where it was the alphabet, but things happened to letters that you touched. And there's no purpose. There's no point. There's no objective. I don't know, it feels weird to like log that as a game. Or is this just an experience? Got grass. I do have grass. Yeah, this feels like Skyrim grass. Or this feels like Oblivion grass, actually. Like modded Oblivion grass.
It's the puzzle
Aha.
again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
And then we're gonna have, yep.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Very different setting. I'm not here. Ah, ooh, now we can actually see the sky. Interesting. I'm not here like to extrapolate any sort of extra meaning. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. Listen. Hello. can open you. You there?
Here,
Did you?
Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system
from
that
up
he
above?
fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There is a world stamped with whiteness. Did we see that? Did I complete? Have I forgot about that? Talk about the floating blocks. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. You have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches. Within the white void, yes. There we go. Thank you. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. We're having to go through a puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. Let's see. Trust me. We don't want to go over there. Oh, no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there's nothing I want more. I don't like the way that their heads turn and speak and listen. Just, oh, creeps me out. Creeps me out. Reminded of the Doctor Who episode. Oh God, what is it? Is that the episode where they meet Marie Antoinette? Where they board the ship and it's watching. Oh God, I don't remember who it was. Oh no, okay. But God, I love that episode. But the clicking and the ticking of of the clockwork dudes just really got some. Yeah, that one right here. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So we're back. How'd you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? No, I've been here this entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. Why would I sit in the black space? Who are you? Just go hang out there in that blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you. Eventually. Oh God, now I'm thinking of... I'm thinking of more Doctor... I'm in Doctor Who mood. I haven't seen it in a long, long while. It was one of the few standout episodes I thought with Amy and Rory. Hot take. Probably a hot take. I wasn't particularly fond of Matt Smith's episode lineup. There were only a few episodes I really, really enjoyed. I gotta go to the blackness. This door's locked, closed. One of them was them going to this resort, some area, and they get blocked there for years.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
And I really like that episode, and that's fair. Like I have nothing against his run, nothing at all. I just didn't particularly jive with it. There were bits and pieces I really did like the general long running arc. I like. Do I just want to stay here in the blackness? So they said, right? Well, I'm just gonna leave. It's like a
It's a lamppost.
dorm room. This
Okay,
isn't
I can't tell
Narnia.
you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the
Very
end
nice,
of
yes,
every
Lewis.
single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
I really like this guy's voice. I really like the narrator's voice. It's very calming, relaxed, and like I could listen to an audiobook by this guy. I don't remember if she got removed from the timeline, but I think we're thinking the same one. Writer, yeah. It's been a while. Okay, so we're online. All notes are from other players. Is that what it said? Nice room. Not. Is that the aim sounds? The boop? Ooh. This is like Mario. Huh.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Oh, holy cow.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
I'm
but
getting
it's ironic, isn't it?
all
that
sorts of
in
ideas.
Playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Cool cavern, bro. Pretty sure the narration is actually by Davey Redden? Is that our developer? I'm bad at remembering names. Yeah, okay. A world full of notes. One man will read them all. I like it. You will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. This game is no nice. I would like it when I could. Beautiful. Do not be afraid. Do care. This flying penguin, let me tell you, is the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Oof. That's a take. That is certainly a take. How many? Oh my god. How many? What if I fall off? I can't fall off. Interesting. Burst. No. Speech bubble go burr. I can definitely see why one of my friends really enjoyed this. Another streamer friend, Book Club for Games, I believe has talked about this in the past. And great question, by the way. How's there wood and grass and concrete? Great question. And he very much enjoys, I don't know, what I consider like more thought-provoking fine arts games experiences. And this definitely seems like something right up their alley. Define fun. Chat, what is your definition of fun? It is not balls. Let me tell you that. It is not balls. I don't find balls fun. Have his friends who do stuff together. Well, you got me there. That is fun. Chet, I think fun is enjoying a very thought-provoking and arguably meaningful game with other people. I can assure you guaranteed that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. Which would imply, at some point, there was water here. Where'd that water go? Where did that water go? This actually has me like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like back when I was doing Unity stuff for a friend, just like putting random walls and platforms together to walk on and creating like a really simple like walk script and whatnot. I really enjoyed that. I was working on a labyrinth, like the different mazes. They were doing like this wanting to do like a multiplayer maze thing where people had to compete to get to the end. And so I just went to maze mode and I was banging out a ton of different, refuse to believe, a ton of different mazes. And I really I really enjoyed it, but they didn't really have a purpose. And seeing this, like going through all these scrapped things. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of all the scrap things I worked on, how they have no purpose now. But this has purpose. It has some semblance of meaning, at least to the person who created it, right? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's this here. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. These are just Dark Souls messages. They are. Need other side? Can we not go to the other side? Makes game include door, cannot open door. Thanks. Just like Demon Souls remake, right? Door open how? It would be dumb. Is there a way for us to actually like open the door? Oh no. I don't like it. This is for some foreshadowing. To the very end we find out that Coda is no longer around. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. You hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I think I've heard any chimes. Sounds like a grandma trying to ask how to buy something online. Dude, I tried teaching my grandpa how to use Discord. I thought every Christmas Eve when my family was still in the state before they moved elsewhere. I don't know where to go with this. Same dude. We had the tradition that this was long before I was even born, before I was even thought of. My family would watch It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Eve, as they had like right after they had dinner, just to have to unwind for the night, and then yeah, my family used Discord if I was born. Absolutely, they came up with the idea. They patented it out. You're very young. Well, I don't have the beard anymore, so. Yeah, they would watch It's a Wonderful Life after dinner and then open presents. And that was just like our thing. It's confirmed 3 years old. Dude, my brain sometimes feels like it. Cabbage shapes our nation. Dang right. Dang right. Cabbage guy would agree. Watching Avatar again. Anyways, so my family moved out of the state like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Sometime, looks like it looks like a pollock. I don't know if that's right. That's because they're just mostly like dots, not like splashes of anything. Anyways, I tried to get like I tried to start a movie night with them, with the entire family. Over Discord. And it was just such a hassle trying to teach my grandpa, my tech savvy grandpa, mind you. The one that's like really into computers. The one that like taught me how to do all my computer stuff. It was such a hassle trying to get him to learn how to use Discord. It was very interesting. This is a note. That is a note. Don't listen to the notes. I'm the only note that matters. Just note. Just note. Facebook came out over 2 years before you were born. Dang. Dang, you youngin'. Dang. I feel so old now. I remember getting to Facebook, MySpace, and then Facebook in like, what, middle school? Like 2000, oh god. No, elementary school? Like 2005? 2006? And that was like very late to MySpace. I know we don't need to look at all the notes, but I am very curious what they all say. Today I learned yo cannot fall off. Ethical. Yeah, you can't fall. Yeah. I got into MySpace and Facebook kind of late, but I remember them being like middle school, elementary school. That was for like 2005 to 2007 when I first found out about them. I definitely discovered DeviantArt before I found out about MySpace or Facebook or anything. I think DeviantArt was like my first, I don't know if I want to call it a social media platform, because it's not really the purpose of it, but wait, I saw a person walking down there. No, it won't come back. Can I see people down there? Dang. Yeah, DeviantArt, you know what's up. Dude, I met a lot of great people on DeviantArt. A lot of great people. It makes me sad that they no longer post. Like, they just abandon their account. Oh, actually. Oh, did I find out about Newgrounds? Oh, God. I don't remember if I found out about Newgrounds before or after MySpace. I want to say after. I think Newgrounds has like a forum part of it, along with like the flash games, the audio, art. I love Newgrounds so much. Oh my god. Did I ever visit Seventh Sanctum? It sounds familiar, no. Oh. Randomizer site for fantasy elements? Ooh, no. I do remember this site that would randomize I don't know if it's the same thing or like same type of idea. I think I found out about this off of Tumblr, probably. All right, Ryder, you probably, I'm assuming Tumblr is a thing you know of. I'm trying to remember what the URL was. I want to say it was something about a monkey. Something about a banana. I don't know. But the point being that it would direct you to a random. Whenever you rolled something, like I don't know, that got a new like search result or whatever, hit next, whatever it was, it would take you to a random site, a random post, a random anything. I'm doing a terrible job explaining this. I apologize. I don't remember much about it. It was I found a lot of great stuff off of that, but I couldn't save anything. This is all off of the random site extension URL, and that would change all the time. Well, you're doing a good job. A couple of big site randomizers in the late thousands. Okay. Like Kizzy, Cool Math, and Congregate. I only know Cool Math, dude. I had 2 Boomer for the other 2. From up here, it looks just like dots from up there. Can I get up there? Oh. It's kind of like Newgrounds? Okay. Interesting. Wait. Now we've seen Cabbage Guy before, yeah? We all die someday. Stumblepond was the big one I used. Oh, saying Stumblepond, that, yeah, that brings back memories too. Yeah. Absolutely. Whatever happened to them? Like, did they all get shut down? Do they still exist? Double Tower Star. That sounds like an anime. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Aren't we all? Game. Aren't we all? We are all the most horrible creatures we could possibly imagine. Because what's truly terrifying and frightening is beyond comprehension. Maybe I'll feel real someday. God damn. I really like this atmosphere. Not gonna lie. We found Minecraft through its original alpha through Stumblepond. That is really cool. That is really cool. Wow. Set my default browser to Girls Go Games for like 2 years once. Girls Go Games. This sounds like something dirty.
At the end of this level, we're going
I
to
hope
see
it's
the
not.
puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Ooh.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I like that. I really like this one, though. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. That is me to the T. Scripting worlds. I have seen everything. I've traveled the world. I've never told anyone. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to Mount Doom. All right. I see how it is. The whispering reminds me a lot of Hellblade. And this is really uncomfortable. Also, we see the 3 dots again, which I find kind of curious. I wish there were notes in the... That'd be really cool. Nothing safe for work, obviously, just mild... Nothing, nothing safe for work. It's mildly questionable for a kid's game. Got you, got you. I know Newgrounds definitely had a very questionable side. Very questionable side.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
It had a very vibrant adult-only side. You're right, you're right. Sorry. Sorry, you're right. It was very, very flat. Or clear cut, rather. Help! How do you self-developer answers, please? Second door won't open. Okay.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Ooh. Hello. Well, I mean, we're going through. Aha. And onwards we go. I never tried going backwards, though. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? The other door already closed. We can only move forward. But typing? This is a typewriter room? How do you leave notes? I think you found out. Ah, and there we see it. We're entering Narnia again. Okay, so I know what they say about putting monkeys in a room full of typewriters, but I feel like we're missing a whole lot of monkeys. Huh? Porn stars
Okay,
died
this
too.
one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Okay. Sure, I want to know about this one. Hello. That looks really nice. What's up, Rourke? I never... Oh my god. I never understood any of that rider. Oh, God. So what are we doing? Great question. We're experiencing games? Abandoned games? From someone's acquaintance? Friend? Putting them together in like a short game compilation for us to draw us. They're explaining some sort of like the meaning they got from it. Coming from one of these Stanley...
This is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's
Terrible
particularly
dudes.
interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Woo. Okay. The heck? What furniture ought to go on the center of the room? Put a giant hole in the ground. Oh, we get a table. Okay. Sure. What about along the wall of the room? 10 stoves lined up against the wall. My choices don't matter. Then we should light up this room a bit. Let's see. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. Thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lens with fluorescent trim. Put live Tesla coils in each corner. Oh yeah. Alright, close enough. And a table. I already have one table. do we need a second table? The tables were invented in 1935. Can someone snopes me on this? Oh shit, we actually had a table. Oh god.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yeah.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello. Please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Okay. Is this our beginner's guide? Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Photo frame. Ah. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off and turn it back on. Floor lamp, floor lamp, floor lamp. You? Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In real prison, the escape will now open. Turn to the start to be taken back to your prison. I'm not going to remember this. Oh, well, that's the return. Look at that.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Whoa.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these.
I don't like this.
You really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Huh. Okay. So we're starting outside. We've got the lamppost again. We're about to enter Narnia once again. This isn't lit at all, though. Wow. It's so dark. Yeah. Oh, please tell me this is a hedge maze. Ugh. Is that a phone box? Alright. Yeah, I agree, Ryder. I absolutely agree. I like the vibes. Dude, I can't explore that. Oh shoot. What was it? Oh god. Ellie, I think it was something that you gifted me a while back for October. Oh shoot. Can't remember the name of it. I remember it involved like being chased, trying to find a way out or way through something. This area in particular reminds me of the level with the knights, the soldiers, the whatever they were. I think they only moved when you looked at them. I don't remember much about it, but I think it's just the hedges that reminds me of that. Random thought. Random fleeting thought. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me. So, you were trapped in this prison too? Ah, dark deception. There we go.
Conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That is true. Right, I've got the notes. You have the last one with the repeating room. Got this. Yeah, okay. I was in the escape tutorial. That's where I am right now. I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. Feels like being completely still and wildly emotional at the same time. Like that. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out, and then things will be exactly the same as before. Of course it's changed. Oh, good. That makes me feel really happy. I'm still me, but I'm not. Somehow it's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. I won't lie. Ouch! I mean, but that's also true. That's something I struggle with a lot. A lot. Here, let me do that. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. This reminds me a lot of... I have a very bad memory. We'll just start that off right now. I have a very bad memory. I don't remember things very well. The random bits that I do hold on to are often meaningless, inconsequential, don't really offer a whole lot of value. I remember very strange things that really serve no purpose. Saying that, like, I also gravitate towards, like, I don't know, I feel the same things. That just aren't important at all, but I find them fascinating. And I think about, this is what kind of makes me sad. And this is what makes me really sad. I don't remember a lot of my, like, childhood or, like, years growing up in school or anything. It's all kind of like just this blur of life happens. And I've gone through a whole lot of shit. And some of it I don't want to remember. Some of it I just can't. And the concept of people changing over time is so wild to me. And it's one of the reasons why, one, I really enjoy streaming, because I'm doing things in the moment, and this is what I would be doing anyways. I love archiving things, even if people are not going to watch them, watch the videos, the VODs, the uploads, whatever. I'm still going to have it, and it has value for me. And I love that. I don't have a whole lot of pictures of my childhood or like school growing up or anything of that sort. I don't remember a whole lot. Like, friends could like go up to me and be like, "Hey, do you remember that time when?" And I'm just like, "Sure." It's very, very vague and fuzzy to me. And I don't know. I'm sure I've changed a whole hell of a lot in the past. God, even the past like half year, 2 years, 5 years. But at my core, I still feel like the same me. I feel like I haven't moved an inch. But that just isn't true. Can't be true. And I don't know. Like that whole conversation, right, that you can see on the side. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. And like I realistically, IRL, me, I don't feel that way at all. I don't know if I'll ever feel that way. Maybe like 30 years in the future when things are in a very different state. But I don't know. It's a very, very weird feeling to me. Anyways, sorry to get off in a tangent. Just wanted to get that out there because I thought that is, I don't know, very interesting topic, very interesting perspective that people can have. Others be like really easily, yeah. Remember, it'll be worse than other times, so it can be kind of scary that way. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ryder. Especially being younger, I am so sorry to hear that. This is not really sappy, but cherish what you have. I'd say just record what you can. Like, don't lose those memories, because those can mean a lot. And I'm very sad at the things that I have lost. So I remember years back, I made a promise to myself that if I was ever going to have a family, have kids, have whatever, that I would make sure to document every part of their life as best and meaningful as I could, because I did not want them to experience this kind of like loss and not loss, confusion, isolation. What's a word for just like being stagnant in the air, like frozen in time? Because that is very rough. Very rough. It's only 4 years ago. You still got a whole life ahead of you. A whole life ahead of you. Alright, we're still me, but I'm not sure how to describe myself. Hell, yeah, that's right. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Oh no, now we're getting into some paradox crap. I think I'm the first person to call back. Oh man. Is this a dialogue split? I hope it's a dialogue split. Then, can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Let's just talk, man. Oop. One second. Apparently there are multiple voices coming from this room, and I'm concerned. Okay. Can't know until you're out, but promise to work. Just talk to me, it'll make sense. It'll make sense in due time. Let's just keep the conversation going. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for as long as you need.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
That's rough.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh, man. It's snowy. I don't think I like where this is going.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh, hey. Yeah, look at that. I can't sprint. Does that have the lever? No. That is some very reflective material, though, isn't it? Is that metal? Is that marble? Like polished marble? I like these modern houses, though. I would not enjoy living in a house like this, though. I would not enjoy it at all. So much glass. So large, so open. Exactly. Like, especially with no shades, no shutters, no nothing. No curtains. Oh, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, no. Was there a fight? Got some throw pillows. Were they thrown? Is that coffee? Maybe tea? Tar? This is just Minecraft music, isn't it? Clean. Well, my goodness. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Dang. I get paranoid when I'm in the dark. The glass would be a little, I feel it. I think I've talked about this before. I have some of the most irrational fears in the dark. First of all, I have irrational fears, and I'm okay with admitting that. Second of all, I think I've been scarred for life by a couple things I've seen in like movies and TV shows, and or I've read about in books, and that I recognize that the odds of them happening are none to very, 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 very slim. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything at all to me. I'm a scaredy pants. I'm 27 years old. I had to calculate that in my head because I don't know my own age. Moving over. Ooh, how do I approach this? Nah, that's for another time. Anyways, fears of the dark. One of my worst fears, as stupid as it is, I hate small bathrooms, and I hate mirrors in bathrooms because of Bloody Mary. I remember one time I was using the restroom. No, I think I was showering. Yeah, I think I was showering, and our power went out for some reason. They were doing some like construction work outside, or something happened, and the power just cut and everything stopped, and I was freaking out. Not because the power went off, not because it was dark, because I was in the bathroom, mirror, dark, door closed. And my God, I was scared as hell. That was not a great time. Then I don't remember what this is from, but unless it was actually from a Resident Evil movie. I think it was from a Resident Evil movie. I check showers, like having the shower curtains like in a bathroom closed freaks me out because I feel like there's something behind the shower curtain. So whenever I enter a bathroom, I always have to like open the shower curtain, like just weird things. I know, but very. Yeah, it is, and I hate it. People who do that are not very nice. She doesn't like mirrors in the dark at all. Yeah. Like, and when I lived with my mom before she moved out of state, back when I was in high school, my entire room, I had a decent sized room. Very, very decent sized room. Probably like double. Maybe not double. Maybe like I had another like, I don't know, 75 square feet to this room. Something. My entire closet was part of the wall with the door on it. So like it was closet, door. Okay, right? The entire closet door that slid open, slid closed, mirror. Floor to ceiling, mirror. And I had to sleep with that. In a dark room. With a gigantic wall mirror. It was fine. I didn't care. I didn't care. It was okay. But the second you cram me into a dark bathroom, no light, tiny mirror, I freak out. Just is what it is. Anyways, this music is great. I like this music. All right. Don't worry about me. Place this nice little beacon. I'll see you all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Yeah. Aha! Something tells me you're going to be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't going to clean itself, as far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? Tra-la-la-la-la. It's not the bedroom. That's the bathroom. That's a decent sized mirror. Jesus God. Oh, whoa. Ah. Okay. Make the bed. Question, who here actually makes their bed? While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Okay. I love these designs. Oh, I love these designs. My grandparents had a lot of paintings and blankets like these. It reminds me of home. We're in Arizona now. Sometimes I wonder if I'll end up heading out there. It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Just look outside the hall. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Usually before I go to sleep, very picky about my blankets. I move a lot, so I knock them all off the bed every night. A mood. It's a mood. I don't enjoy it as so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My shoulders can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tiny couch. Who's straightened the pillows on the sofa out here? Yeah, actually, I can kind of relate to that. Right? I enjoy cleaning. I enjoy the act of cleaning. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. Make it especially cheesy. No, it was stupid, sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Easy. Last I checked, tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it down best as you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. I don't like the sound of the tub. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? I'm really digging this music. This reminds me of like Life is Strange music.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you've absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to the future you?
I know
Present.
that Kuda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
Oh.
This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Present, you want us to smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Believe it or not. Trust me on this one. Alright, well, I mean, clearly I do. I'm going to go. And off we go. House Clean Simulator, 2009. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Interesting. I was actually saying this earlier today. Picking up, doing the dishes, making dinner. That's why the stream was a little bit later. Today I had to do some housework before stream. And this took me forever to get. When I was in high school, when I was younger, I hated cleaning. I hated cleaning so much. I did not want to clean. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't care about the mess. It was organized chaos. And now that I'm older, wiser, aged. Yeah, I still don't particularly like cleaning. I find it cathartic at times, but I don't like cleaning. But messes are messes more than just physical, right? You go to a messy room, you see it the next day, you see it the day after, you see it months after, and it's just draining. It's so draining. And I mean, it's something small. It's just a room. It's just a mess. It's a couple things on the floor. But then it piles up and piles up and piles up and piles up. And just, man, that gets to me. That gets to me. I did not used to be a clean person, and I was living with a friend's family for a bit in their room while they were off at college, and it was already packed with their stuff, and I didn't have a whole lot of wiggle room, so I just had to like make things fit where best possible, and it was not the cleanest place, and I felt really bad, and I just felt drained all the time. And then I moved out on my own, and I was able to just like make sure things were tidy, and it just felt like a huge just weight off my back. It was so nice. Like even my room now, y'all can't see it, but things are. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, even now, like, it's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't know, I find it... Back when I worked at my old job, I worked at a car dealership. I'm sorry that we're taking so many breaks. I don't want to move forward because I feel like there's going to be more stuff to talk about, and I don't want to move past that and just gloss past that. Back when I worked at the car dealership, I worked in the back. I was a porter. That was my position, and like half of our responsibilities were washing cars, pulling cars around to park for customers that were getting their cars serviced. And we would mop cars, we would wipe them down, and then we would spray the windows and the rims. And the most zen-like feeling I ever had working at that place was in the summer, spraying windows, wiping them down, and then spraying the rims. And that might sound really simple, maybe brain dead, but it was, from how intensive washing, like 50 cars, hand washing 50 cars in an hour, like 60 cars on like our really busy days. Taking the time just to go back and forth, or like pressure spray the rims and make them all nice and shiny. It was really nice. And I get that same kind of feeling now from cleaning, where it's not something I want like every day, but like when I need to take care of it, I just go back into that, like, this is what it is, and I enjoy it. Love repetitive, simple work. Yeah, man. And I'm all about patterns. I'm all about formulas and patterns, and I fall into patterns, and I love it. I love it so much. Like, I'm really bad with food. I will eat the same thing. I will eat the same thing probably for the rest of my life. That's I'm probably like hyperbolizing, but it takes a lot for me to break out of a habit, because these are things I know, these are things I really like, and I will rarely deviate from that. And the second that I get thrown off of my pattern, I get thrown off of my rhythm, I'm just lost. And I'm floundering around like a little fish. I don't know what to do. What's up, Allie? What's up? It's a neurodivergent thing. I would believe it. I would absolutely believe it. I would absolutely believe it. Give me 1 second. I'm a little frustrated. A little frustrated. Just had the joy of the girlfriend walking in, telling me that it's a bad hour to be streaming because I work tomorrow and it's only 10:40, and she's just very out of it right now. I think she's starting to get ready for bed. So we're playing. This is called The Beginner's Guide, and it is absolutely fascinating, Allie. If you've never seen this, heard of it, one, I would encourage you to look into it yourself. It has been an adventure. We've been just talking, chit-chatting about life because I don't like moving forward. One, because moving forward scares the out of me. I don't like change. Change terrifies me. And two, because I just don't want to say dialogue. That could be important. So far, what we've gathered is that if you've played the Stanley Parable, this is made by one of the guys who worked on the Stanley Parable. And it's very interesting having them talk about an acquaintance of theirs who made all these various different games that just never, like short little blips that never went anywhere, and talking about what they mean to the narrator, and it's very fascinating. Now, if you don't plan on picking up the Beginner's Guide, I definitely recommend taking a look at the VOD. There's a lot of really neat stuff in here. Change is super scary, and when he says different lines to themselves, preach it. Absolutely preach it. Absolutely. Oh man. I don't remember what my train of thought was before I got interrupted. God, it's still so early. All right. I guess a weird thing to say to someone you just met. There's a bit of truth in that, no? All right, let's talk about cleaning, right? Because the soul house is like one soul, and I like stuff being clean. And we were talking about food, right? And I like my patterns, and just yeah, I like my patterns. I like my schedules. I like categorizing things. I definitely feel you on what you were saying earlier, Ryder. Yeah. I am certainly not your normal, average person, so I feel it. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're just all different in our own ways. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the
I'm glad he found some peace.
couch are a real mess. Question.
But, of course,
you
it
enjoy
can't
this?
last.
No.
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, You can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Not wrong. Nah, this is what we're talking about, right? Change. Change moving forward. Change being scary, but necessary. Oh god, I don't like that. That is a terrifying thought. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's the lamppost again. Come back to Narnia.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right?
Oop.
That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
So from August to September. Items you
This
love at
one
members
gets
only
a bit
prices.
goofy.
Is this a college class? Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get better at a job? To get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. It's over there. The workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. Your friends, the people in your life to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am right now. Give me one second. All right. Things aren't going very well. Um,
Stream might need to end soon. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry, let me catch up with what's going on. Things like that shape you for good or bad is up to you. It's good when you can let those things build you up rather than hold you back. This game asking the real questions. Glad I got messed up with it now. Maybe so I can control more of the negative symptoms. I respect a lot. And that is something that I really struggle with. Struggle with for the worse. That I'm looking to make changes this year. So I'm definitely looking to better myself and constantly. One of the things, I actually mentioned this earlier today as well. One of the things that, like a quick like one-liner that really stuck with me over the past year, 2 years. I don't strive for perfection. My only goal is to be better than yesterday. And that means a lot to me. Here, my anxiety can get like that. It was harder when I was young. It's so much better now. I can maintain it myself. Dude, my anxiety goes crazy. It's wild because there are situations where, I mean, okay, I'm very open about my mental issues, for better or worse, I guess. I know it can be a little too much on the personal side, and I might put people off. At the same time, I think it's something that really needs to be talked about more and not so stigmatized. I feel like a lot of it is, right? Like you have your OCD, your depression, your anxiety, and it's like, okay, we all have them, and it's whatever. But a lot more of the more intense, darker stuff is just really, really stigmatized still, and it makes me very, very upset. Or if not stigmatized, just like no one, people care, but not on an active level to help, and that really bothers me. Man. Perfection is an illusion. A lie society tells us we need to achieve while knowing it's an impossible bar to set. Oof. Man. Allie coming in here deep. I'm a lot better with perfectionism than I used to. That's good. Learning to accept things for what they are and can be, and with what you have control over than what you wish they would be. That is definitely something I struggle with a lot. I don't know if that's like why I go so hard in things, because like I'm always busy. I'm always active. I've always got my nose in a metaphorical book. I'm always doing something because I always want to do the best I can at something and make sure that I can move forward. And that I'm never stagnant. I don't plateau. I don't decline. I'm always pursuing something and doing better. And that is definitely taken like a large hold of my life. And it's very difficult to just like tone it down, relax, rewind, and just stop. Because when I stop, I start thinking. And thinking is very bad. I don't know if like I try to use work to like distract myself, or it's like oh god, it'd be very bad. It's a coping mechanism because I don't mean to interpret it like that, but just a way to stay busy and feel productive, feel useful. Oh man, who thought we'd be getting to here today? Huh? Oh man, I'm shaking. When I was younger, I had a teacher who constantly set standards for me I didn't know how to meet. She would put me down for and scream at me when I tried to explain myself and ask what I could do about it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear, dude. I'm so sorry to hear. I've got a couple of friends that are teachers, and I'm sure their heart would just break hearing that. And like I'm coming from being in special ed in high school because I went through my emotional issues, had a very hard time working in the like standard curriculum, like being around people because of anxiety, depression, everything else. And yeah, it was a tough time. Like the teachers there were, for the most part, fantastic to work with and understood. Were very accepting. And then the second I got thrown back out to real classes, yeah, not exactly screaming, but definitely the like smart ass comments, replies, the snide responses, because I didn't meet expectations that normal students should have, and it got oof. I put in social ed because my grades were always good. I did not do well in school. I think I would do better now. I think I'd do better now. But at the time, I was going through a very, very difficult time. And it was just a bad situation all around. Not the greatest place to be. I have very bad memories of my high school. From like the bits and pieces I do remember that bleed through. And it was yeah, like those select teachers that were part of the special ed curriculum were fantastic and very understanding. But I also feel very handicapped because it was lower curriculum than what I should have been learning. And so when I was thrust into normal classes for my senior year, thrust into college classes, I was at a complete loss. And I feel like because of my issues, because I couldn't function in regular classes, I lost my high school years. And it's just not great. So high school is a time. We could probably have like an entire conversation about, or like entire like stream worth of just talking about high school and mental health and various other handicaps and disabilities and mental illnesses and everything else. My heart bleeds for folks who don't get treated, don't get the treatment they need or the help they need. It's very rough. It's very rough. Such a big problem with public schooling. Sets the same standard for everyone, and it's unfair. And you got your standardized testing that doesn't amount to a whole lot. I don't know. I feel like it's good that there's a baseline for what people should know. Trauma stream TM. Oh God. No, it's not. It's not what I meant this to go to. It's not. I just wanted to enjoy this well thought, well narrated, meaningful bit. But it got very personal. Oof. Anyways, let's continue. Right now, what do you think? Oh God, it's moving so fast. Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, But how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is
About
so
halfway
easy.
through the game, the perspective shifts.
Oh shit. Well, there's the lamppost. Is this just
And you
Berserk?
play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you
I
can
saw
move around
him.
the classroom now.
Oh, we can move. Wait, do they pop in and out of existence? Do they go elsewhere? Or is that after I ask questions? Interesting. I'm at work. I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Oh my god. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Jesus. If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Oh my god. I feel attacked. Oh my god, I feel so attacked. Understand that you won't be happy until you love me. This is for you. Oh my gosh. Seek out only one thing, but it is the easiest, simplest path forward. There is no truth. There is no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. This is the beginner's guide, Allie. This is how you begin. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. Oh, God.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
A little bit. Oh, we're back to the... This is the
one
prison
took a lot longer
setting,
than
right?
all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Huh. Reminds me like a... Like touring case. Touring. Okay. Oh, stage. Yeah. Doy. There we go. Got... Ooh, look at this. Wow. Can I... No. No? Can't use any of those? Never mind. Ladder. Can we get out? No. Not really the message it's trying to send. You think? What do you think it's trying to say, Ryder? And I guess the question is, does it have to... Is it trying to say... Is it trying to say anything? Because I feel like this might be one of those instances where you can gather meaning, and any meaning that you gather is still valid, even if it was not intended. Oh wow, we're just part of Mario 3 now. Look at this, we're on a stage. Oh god. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, people will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, we'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. Good. Stay right there. The one across the room, in his chair, is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. And this is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Where's the bathroom? What are you doing? You're deflecting, not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around and have a conversation with this person. Do it again. I'm super, super scared right now. I like you. Here are all of my hopes and dreams.
Feels that's coming on a bit strong, huh? No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better field of setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. I don't like this. Ooh, I don't like this. What? They go bounce, 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 bounce. Hi. But you've learned to lean into the pain. Where's some of the sacrifice you had to make? You must have really worked hard to get where you are. You'll figure out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. God. A lot of it seems to be about coping with mental illness and others' expectations. Well, we're imprisoned. We're Logan now. We are Big Hat Logan. Staring up at Seath. Rip. Definitely agree with the expectations. Definitely agree with the expectations. Or the overbearing.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Oh,
which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect.
Yo,
to
this is
connect
me.
with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After
Oh
this,
my God.
Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
I feel so attacked. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Do I keep my eyes closed? Do I trust it? 1 second. Okay, I just got back.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
God damn it. Okay, help, I'm blind. Please don't let this be forever. That's a door. Oh, there's the lamppost. God, I'm lost. What's up, Trem? Yeah, sorry. We're gonna have a lot of interruptions tonight. I apologize. It's a giant door with my vision went black. Someone talk to me, please. What do I do? What do I do? Research.
I'm so sorry about all the interruptions tonight, y'all. Okay. 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 I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Do I need to talk to someone? Can I talk? Can I interact with anyone? Can I leave? Am I gonna? Well, I'm gonna go up somewhere. Ah, you. Yes, truth. The only way to stop is to speak something that is honest. My work is always fun. I'm burst with creative energy. It's not truthful. Okay, never mind. We need to find something truthful. We're going up. What is truthful for us? SS Whisper. Wow. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. These are destructive. It's draining
like I said,
me.
I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
Wow.
where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Oh, don't make me feel sad. I already cried tonight. I don't need to feel worse. I mean, it was a happy cry, so. I feel like I have to work harder is destructive. We're going to be okay. Oh, man. I wish I could be this honest with myself.
His
I
games are
wish I
going to
could be
get
that
more
honest with
desperate
myself.
from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
I very much struggle with the positivity, so that hurts. What is this? Is this a simulation? Is this the Matrix? No. Okay. Okay. Where did this island come from? Oh, we're getting more to it. I don't like how everything is like distorted. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give my work. Oh man, 2 hits me hard. There are 2 angsty DSMP lore streams today. DSMP lore stream? I have no idea what that it is. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There's a machine that kept me going and stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Found this engine that used to protect me. Feels like it broke down for a reason, huh? Uh-oh, we got split. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know why it stopped. Oh, this can't be good. Are the stones increasing per... Oh, God. Oh, God. I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. Now help me solve the puzzle. We'll find the machine. Deal? Doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? Deal. Mm-hmm.
God. Am I borked? Did I bork? I can't do nothing. Not sure if this is a waiting game, if... Uh-oh. Am I soft locked? I feel soft locked. Let's restart. Try this again. That's what I was thinking too. Wonder if things are going to be different this time. All right, so we've got 3 stones there. I wonder if the stones increase for the island we're on. One, two, three. No. Okay. So we're at the split again. Wait, looking for a machine? I can think it was... Oh, who is it? Bert Kreischer? Crusher? The machine. Take me to it. Oh. Oh. Oh ho. Okay, that's something. Let's go. Okay. I can do that, but there's a problem.
Game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations. This one turns it up to 11. Now,
Right,
put
here's the
yourself in
deal.
my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Self-gratification? I mean, like, I mean, I can think, like, personally. 1 second. Okay. Okay. As I was saying, I know for me personally, I get very involved in music projects. I get very involved in art projects. I get very involved in stream projects. I get very involved in so much stuff. And a lot of it doesn't see the light of day. A lot of it is just like, even if I don't have the energy for it, it is just there for the self-gratification. Say that I did it. Give me a feeling of worth, of validation. I feel not. Also, I'm seeing this. I just think of Sekiro. One of the first fights I enjoyed in Sekiro.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet. And so He didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Makes me wonder how he got all of these. See, he got things that from before he knew Coda, right? Oh, it's not black inside anymore. Oh, never mind. No, it is. Of course. Of course.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
It is coming right for me. It is coming directly for the jugular. Oh my god. Hello? This is everything that we had answered, right? Oh, this is all of our... This is all the answer from this time. Wow. Is that crying? Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Making games is easy. Oh god. But it wasn't true. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Now I'm not. Now I'm wondering if this is like false. I have two interpretations of this. I don't know which one's closer. The false, what, like toxic positivity? Just something I was doing for a while. Or just trying to be positive and breaking down the barriers to accepting yourself. Both hurt, regardless.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
What do you s- if someone gave this to you? What would you say? I'd be very concerned, right? Like, I wouldn't just take this, be like, and just not do anything. Like, this is, as an outside party, as a third party, right? This is really rough to go through. Even if, let's say this is completely fabricated, this entire narrative of our narrator's friend making this is completely fabricated. It is still really tough to go through. Is that because I can personally relate to a lot of things involved? Oh man.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
I'm blind. How about a TV with surround sound? I remember that one. Patience. You have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. Oof. Ooh.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
I'm gonna cry again. Mm-mm. I'm free. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't like that. That makes me very concerned. Is that the prison cell? Hello.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Hello, guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We capture the machines waiting for you now. You can begin interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, I intend to be quiet, I intend to be brutal. Also, ma'am? Well, that makes the last scene make a lot more sense. Also, shout out to all the times I get called ma'am by my customers. Or over the phone. Apparently I have a very feminine-like voice over the phone. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a big attention on this one. Okay, I missed the last bit. How did you capture the machine? Will it be punished? What will be done with the machine? Here's the machine now. Did you find the machine? Will we get to see the machine? What can you tell us? No. No further questions. No answers. Oh, the machine. Or a machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
Sputter. Stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, it does. It does look like a generator. There's people out there. Can you imagine what pain you've put them through? Well, because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you and do the job? Ooh, God. Here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you've allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. I've been very alone. Apologize for leaving me. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. Oh no. Okay. This is not the journey I thought we were going to be going down. This is not the journey I thought we were going to be going down. Oof. Then I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. Sorry, the machine broke down. It broke. Hello, people of the world. Yes, I'm here to speak on the behalf of the machine. My friends, you know, this looks exactly like the area from... Oh, God, which Matrix movie was it? Was it the second Matrix movie where Neo fought like the 400, 500 Agent Smiths? That is such a great scene. Even if the CGI hasn't aged well, that is such a great scene. My friends, I have a troubling revelation. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. People of the world, let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy everything that the machine has created. Oh no. Oh no. This sounds very self-destructive. I don't like that. We're back to the stage. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tell me I'm not the only one who finds this very worrying. Yeah?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Who needs courage when you have a gun? Thanks for reminding me I can click to fire the gun, by the way, game. I appreciate it. It's the Whisper God. I'll make sure your work dies here. I'll make sure you are known forever. Oh no. Excuse you? Okay, your boy don't like this. Your boy don't like this at all. Self-destructive indeed.
Self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I don't like where this is going. I'm trying to spell my name, but... Oh, whoa, that's weird. You can see the... Oh, so it doesn't have... Interesting, so it's just putting it... Huh. I definitely thought the assets were actually, like... breaking away, but no, it's just the white covering. White paint. Interesting. I don't know if I've seen the Wizard of Oz parody episode. Sounds familiar. God. Oh, hello.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games.
I like the house
I
cleaning
brought
one
them
a
to
lot.
people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
There it is, the machine. down your weapon. Okay. No, 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 no. Put it down. We go down in here. I only have one option, don't I? It's just one hand. Just one finger. So small a tool, one would think. Use it for menial, everyday tasks. Don't really think about how often you move it, what it's used for, how much it does for you, but...
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling.
For
It
you?
made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Here
So
it comes.
anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay. Almost a year? Was that 11 months? I think we were in July 2010, right? The Tower. I don't like the music. It's very...
And this is where I have trouble
ominous.
saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Learn just as much about the narrator as I am about Coda. Yeah, absolutely. About their actions, their desires, their wants, their needs.
This room actually has a maze in it.
I mean, okay.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Put a bridge over the maze. Wait, but I want to... Can I solve it? I'm assuming I can solve it. How far? No. Probably not even worth trying. I can do that on my own time. Believe you me, I'm going to try. Super Compiler as the narrator is a real person, is voiced by that person, uses his real name for the narration.
And to be fair, it's
Great.
not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The
Frustration.
only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like
Great.
the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Ah, there we go. Five, 1, 6, 1. No. 1, 7. Makes you wonder, indeed, Allie. I'm kind of getting Labyrinth vibes when David Bowie is near the end when we're playing from oh god, Within You, I believe is the title. Song title. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie too.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Were you a surrogate? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the right word. The things that the narrator couldn't do for Coda, they're doing for us. Can I fall? Nope, still can't fall.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is.
Oof.
It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Did they mention the 3 dots earlier? And I just missed it? I don't remember them talking about that before. No? Interesting. Because I hadn't seen the dots in the past few bits, unless I've missed them.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
So much work. So much left. to be locked away so early. Which, I mean, we've seen before, right? We've seen before. I don't remember which one, but the one that reminded me of Daggerfall. With all the more beyond what we could see. But that was disconnected. That wasn't just like one continuous hallway, pathway.
Where did I screw up?
God, this is so ominous. I don't like it. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
I need to ask you to
It's
not
because
speak
of what I did.
to me anymore.
I poisoned it for you.
Yeah, this is very rough. I don't like how quiet it is. This is unnerving. Why is this here? If it, I am so sorry for all the constant interruptions. Um, I'm getting so wound up in this narrative. I do need to question why, how this is here, though. Especially if Coda didn't intend for anyone to get here. What is the purpose of this being here?
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Oof. Wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
So in fact, in my personal space that's possible, I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. Plant solutions. By solutions, objectives, things to do, purpose, things to complete. There's an answer, a meaning. Would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Fair. Giving them something that's not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Also fair. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Ooh. The plot thickens.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
What does that mean to do? When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Oh no. Desperately need something I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Oof. It's a hit in the gut. Realize this doesn't make sense to you just yet. It's fine, you're not my problem to solve. Oof. Also a hit to the gut, but also, I mean, yes, though.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling. When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. I'm at a loss for words.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
The secret we all want. There's an epilogue. Of course, we can just leave it on that. Now, what is this? So, as we reflect, let's sit back.
More, more love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more, more, more. It's like a disease.
I mean, man's got a point. It's got a very good point. So, with this narrative, we have Coda making games for the sake of creativity. What should we say? Creativity and expression. We have our narrator, Davy, taking an interest, wanting to know more, wanting to know purpose, wanting to understand. Obsessing. From his obsession drove Coda. Oh, here's a question. That has me a little on edge. The last pair of doors didn't have a switch on the inside. Yes. You think any of them did? Ooh. Great question. Great question. Because we learned two things. One, well, I feel like we unreliably learned things. But learned two things. Our narrator friends. What's up, Golf? This is the Beginner's Guide. It is a doozy of a tale, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I was just about to wrap to summarize where we are now, trying to go over everything that's happened so far. Let's rewind. Let's rewind all the way back to the beginning. We have two people. Narrator friend Davy and Coda. Coda makes games as an outlet for expression, for creativity, for whatever. Davy meets Coda a bit past when they start making things. And takes an interest, which I think we can reasonably assume goes into obsession. Davy noted at some point that Coda had given them a bunch of games after an argument, a conversation about what? About purpose? About what? Being able to win? Being able to complete games? I don't remember explicitly what the conversation or what the topic was about. Our narrator friend at some point mentioned that Coda had a bit of a recurring theme for the endings, revolving a slight puzzle. One where you activate the door opens, activate the door again, slide through to be able to get to the other side. And like a calling, not a calling card, recurring theme of the lampposts in the level at some point. And in this last and things get progressively darker and darker and darker and darker and darker. In the last story we read, we see that there were messages left for Davy to stop interfering and to leave Coda alone. Now the question is, what kind of narrative is this in the first place? What do we take from this? Messages can only be seen if Davy alters the game. Yes, thank you. And that's where we get to our topic. Coda calling Davy out for adding a lamppost, which means that Davy has no problem adding things and altering things. Even at the very beginning, things were altered for our benefit, for our completion, for us to move forward. So we know this to be true. So, Samantha Games more accurately fit the narrative that Davey wants to tell. Yeah. Wasn't for us to move forward. It was for Davey. It's all been for Davey. Has it, though? Has it? Couldn't one argue it was all for Coda? If we're following this narrative, and I sorry that I keep referring to it as this narrative. I just don't know the validity, the accuracy, etc. Just following with what we've been presented so far. It feels like Davey has become obsessive, wanting to find meaning, maybe projecting onto Coda their own insecurities, their own thoughts, much like I was doing at relating, at pulling how I felt at key moments and putting that perspective into whatever it was. So, I mean, if there was no... I feel like if there was no ending, if there was no completion, it was absolutely not meant for Davey. So would Davey put the levers on the doors? Is that something that we could reasonably assume, reasonably think, suspect? I would say yeah, right? Oof. But now we're at an epilogue. My first thought is, before even like really moving anywhere, is this Coda? But that means we've also learned things about Coda that were only meant to fit with Davey's narrative, right? With what he wanted to push, with the story that he wanted to tell, such as the recurring puzzle, the lamppost. So, I mean, how reliable is our source? Makes me wonder. Clock with no hands, no face. Well, it has a face, but no hands. This is really pretty, though. This is really pretty. It's kind of like we can interact with something. It was just dead quiet in here. Oh, I've got a train to meet. Does that have any meaning, I wonder? Is it to and from? Ooh, don't like that. Oh, train door's open. Why are you flickering? What happens if we go all the way down? What else is out here? Of course, we can't go onto the tracks. Can't have any fun, man. And that's 1017 too. Aw, damn. I was kind of hoping that they were all the same, or that they were all different models. I guess they're just the same model, unless they're different cars. Right? I guess that's possible. Can I sit down? Who's talking?
Solution. Solution. Solution.
Ooh. That's the fastest train trip I've ever had. Like, I know trains are fast, right? But like, damn, that's like Concord fast.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
But then, I mean, what do you do in that situation? What do you do if you're concerned? Address the individual. Like, hey man, I'm worried. I'm reaching out. Want to make sure things are okay. I take it that the issue here is that that step was missed, or skipped, or not part of the equation. So we just have information going around. So I mean, from that perspective, I can definitely understand.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
From that perspective, I can definitely understand Coda's reaction. Is the house caving in? Everything being buried? Is that a mirror? Or is that a frame? It's a frame of some sort, but... these are different, right? Where are these coming from? Where are these coming from? I don't like the ceiling. It's giving me a lot of anxiety.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Ooh. Ooh.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Ooh. Oof. Yeah, that hits home. That absolutely hits home. That is a take I can agree with. Not agree with. Relate with. I'm always looking for acknowledgement, validation, approval. I want to feel like the things that I do are worth something to people. Oof. This also kind of reminds me of a Halo level, actually. A little bit narrower, but... We're going to the light. Ooh, whoa. What was that transition? Whoa. Oh, it's just a fade out. Dang, that was pretty neat.
What now?
What now, indeed? I mean, only upwards and onwards, huh?
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Narrator, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone in this. And now we're in time splitters. All right. Big question. Is that something you actually need? Or have you been taught that's something you should want? Oof. As in, like, by the world, by society, as just a thing that we should strive for? By my... like, I don't know, like living situations, who I'm around, who I've associated with. Is that just an innate human feeling? So I tend to lean towards that just being an innate human feeling. We want to feel worth. We want that validation. We want to know that we have a place. This is very, like, wide and open, right? Very different from the narrow rooms and hallways we were in earlier. Well, down we go. Of course the floor is raising. Am I the only person that gets uncomfortable on elevators? It's not like I have a fear of elevators, but just like waiting around, especially like after they've stopped and the doors don't open. And the doors don't open. And the doors don't open. And then they open. It's like, thank God. It's the same building. I don't have a fear of elevators. Let me just say that right now. I'm not scared of elevators. But like that pause does give me anxiety. And my uncle got trapped on an elevator for like 4 hours, waiting for the firemen and everyone else to come on, and he was having a full-blown panic attack, and I felt so bad for him. Have a good night, Ryder. Appreciate seeing you around. If you're interested in the rest of this, I will be making a VOD of it, right? A highlight of it, so you can always check it out when you got time. Talk about the dumbest thing in the Ace Attorney games. Oh, we're back to here. Oh, we're back to here. This is one of the first things we did. That bug. Was that bug real? Or was that because of Davey altering things? There we go. And away we go. Oh God! Oh my God! I love this. Oh my God! I would love this. Oh my God! Like as a full-blown game, this would make me so happy. Just to wander through. Oh my God. Holy cow. Oh, Hazard Bunny, thank you for the raid. Welcome all. Hope you're having a good night. We're going through something called the Beginner's Guide, and like the only thing I can say to do this justice is, my God. What an experience. And we just finished. Holy cow. So this begs the question of, what was the point? Does it have a point? Is that the point? To question what our narrator struggled with? To realize that things don't need to have a point? Davey did finally confirm the story is fictional. Coda is not a real person that Davey stole these games from. Thank God. That doesn't make what I felt any less real, though. That does not make it. God, I felt some sort of way. What is it? How do I begin? How do I begin? It is about a narrative of games that we go through, telling the story of its maker. Identifying and analyzing the way the development of the author. And oh my God. I don't think I have words. I don't have words to do it justice. Man. Not confirm this until 3 years after the game released. Wow. What's up, Hopeland? Oh, you joined right as we finished. And I hope you're doing well. So that stems off of some of the ideas in Stealing Parable. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Oh my gosh. I feel so exhausted and drained. Holy cow. Hopeland, honestly, I if you are very curious in a fantastic tale, catch the VOD after the stream. This is something. This is certainly something. Yeah, we can do the other one. Oh, I did not expect this when I came to your stream. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, Ellie. So again, okay. Just to oh my gosh. Okay. So the thing that Davy struggles with is purpose. Per- Purpose, an end, self-worth, and validation. That is the core, right? Whether things have an end or a meaning, what their purpose is, his struggle with his own self-worth, validation, and possibly projecting that onto other people. We're hyper focusing on other things that to make him feel better. Oh my god. And that's why he was so obsessed, so obsessive, because he wanted that feeling of of being helpful, of being the hero. He wanted Def projecting doing it so much he was affecting Coda. Coda was never the one who was depressed. Do we think? Is it possible that? Well, because we know that Coda had low points, right? Like Coda confirmed it. But I feel like it was that in conjunction with reading too deep and projecting, right? Oh man. This is going to be a huge departure. It kind I'm not sure where I'm making this connection, so bear with me. It reminds me of abusers. It reminds me of abusers who recognize what they're doing, feel absolutely terrible about their actions, find it reprehensible, and the damage is still done. The things have still happened. Or they continue to consciously, unconsciously continue their actions. And that hurts. That hurts. Oh my gosh, I can definitely see why. Elfin. I can definitely see why it fucks you up. Narcissistic behavior doesn't have to be though. I don't think I think it can be likely. I don't think it has to be though. Maybe I'm rather ill-informed regarding narcissism. Oh no. Gosh. When was he born? Because does the star chart better explain why he feels the way he does? All right. All right, let's bring some real science into here, shall we? Kappa. My gosh. All right, well, I don't mean to... Oh my gosh. Anymore. We see his moon and sun signs. God, get out of here. This was an experience. I'm very grateful to have gone through this. And yeah, this is definitely something I would recommend to other folks to... If you're in the mood for something intimate and potentially thought-provoking, I would definitely recommend picking this up. For those of you who can't, we'll be adding this to the VOD collection. Y'all can either view it over on Twitch or the YouTubes. Oh my gosh! Wow! 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 All right. And next up, we have Dr. Langeskov. Right? Let's begin. Dr. Langeskov, the Tiger and the Terribly Cursed Emerald, a whirlwind heist. Sounds like a snare. Bap. Move with WAS, then interact with left button. Use vents to stay hidden from guards. Okay.
Okay, 2 minutes. This is your 2 minutes. Are the intro crews ready? Can we check if the orchestra is
Drinks.
ready? We have a 40 lantern in the ballroom. Can we get somebody on that as soon as possible?
Can you read this? Can I grab it? I can zoom into it.
Okay, just waiting for a go from Pyro. Do we have anybody in the web department?
That's one of my favorite sounds.
They've gone too.
The orchestra tuning up.
Alright, okay, no problem.
Love it so much.
1 minute.
Parrot game
Break a leg,
concept.
everybody. Positions, please.
Elgar Lucas.
Performance
Logistics.
237. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Let's jam. What is this? Silverware, a key, a pill? Picture. Is this stuff we're going to collect? Let's say. Organic House Cafe. Ooh. Am I collecting those? Do I have those now? Can I buy soda? No. Spleebly. Astrocola, Swedish Warfare, Whiz Fizz. God, give me some of that Astrocola. Speaking of which. All right. Wait, is this a play? Musical?
1 second, please. Hold your first positions. There's somebody at the door. Yeah, I know. Okay, 1 second. Can we get a precise location on the player, please? There's 2 of them. Right. Okay.
I've
Hi.
seen liaisons from Des-
So,
Hello.
This is a bit awkward. I think it's probably best if we're just really honest with each other. It's a bit awkward.
Is this just Wheatley?
The thing is, the game you've just downloaded, somebody is playing it right now, so you can't play it. I'm really sorry. Yeah, this is quite inconvenient. I don't know why this keeps happening. Sorry, we're generally quite organized. You should come inside. I'll explain. Just through here.
Loading screen's waiting.
It's perfectly safe. I mean, it's quite safe.
I'll ignore that.
Just go. Yeah, come inside.
Oh, do we go inside?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, you can wait
Ooh,
there.
ooh.
It's just the
What
green
a-
room. So
ah!
much comfier.
Ah! God. There we go. Letter of resignation. Management. I didn't quit when the flood happened. I didn't quit when you reassigned me to a spectacularly dangerous department with no training. I didn't quit when the forklift broke and dropped a set piece on my ankle. But looking at all those things written down, I'm beginning to realize that I probably should have. Not generally in favor of industrial action, but thinking about it, when the brand new health and safety department literally catches fire within days of being established, perhaps, just perhaps, something like this is necessary. Santiago Morris, heavy goods transportation. Family paint shop. What is the... Why do I care about your resignation? Alright, well, let's not keep the man waiting.
Here's the thing. The game's live, which makes it impossible to insert you. And also, it's just quite difficult now for you to leave. But I think it's okay. I know what to do. I'm gonna try and call publicity and liaisons, and we should be able to take you to the green room. All right? If you just wait here, and yeah, we'll be able to get you in. All right. Let me just find the number here. Okay.
Thanks for participating in Dr. Langeskov beta
It's
test. Oop. Oop.
Somebody will pick up. Oh, they hung up. Okay, I'm going to try that again. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see.
Oops.
I'm sorry, I know we've both got better things to be doing with our lives. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, I know what's going on. We've got something of a strike sort of situation emerging. Yeah, we've become quite understaffed. Actually,
I feel that.
you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, would you? Come through here. I could really use your help.
Oh, God. Earlier today, I received a note on my desk that read as follows.
If you'd rather wait here, I could just let you know when we're ready for you.
In the event of a fire in or around your office, please try and ignore it and continue as though it wasn't there.
You know, why miss out on this opportunity, right?
I'm afraid I'm unable to follow these instructions or continue to work in this environment. I quit. Also, Logistics
few players
17
get
is
to
on
visit
fire. Oh, God. Yeah, understaffed you are. No kidding. In the event of loss of power, stay still and wait for recovery. Do I want those? Do I want those? Do I need those? Did you find that difficulty spike during the mansion chase sequence appropriate? Gosh. There's no hope. Hold on. Alright, I don't like that. That makes me very concerned. More car stuff. Okay, thanks. Alright, well, I mean, let's carry on, shall we?
The thing is, our entire weather department and half the wildlife crew is just up to left before we could even begin this morning. And it's all super simple. It's mostly buttons. You like buttons, right? And you'll be able to play the game as soon as whoever's in there at the moment is finished. Promise. Your help? Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, this way. Yeah, the lighting department's right through here.
Alright, let's head on through. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Wait, cell room
Could we-
coffee machine?
Could we maybe move it along just a little?
Ooh.
The
I
player's
want
been
coffee
in the
now.
loading screen for the last minute. Right. First things first. Could you bring up the light? There it goes.
Yeah.
Lights blinking on in the windows of the mansion, up past the ornamental pond. Oh Christ! Who walks up to a switch marked lasers and thinks this is the one for me? Do we have staff? Oh, we don't. Okay, great. Look, poor switch choices aside, we really need to keep going now. There's a sort of there's some unique time pressure in the next room.
Which, of course, I'm not going to care about. Actually, I'm going to leave those lasers on. Oh, I was hoping he was going to say something again.
I can't let you in there. Sorry, it's very complicated. Health and safety. It's shells. Right, this is all. It's so safe. We'd usually have someone else do this, but they started striking right after one of them got. Well, that's not. I shouldn't have. Just pull the lever and let's say introduce the tiger to the level. Perfect. That went perfectly. There should be a red button nearby. It will just let the recovery crews know that the tiger's ready for pickup.
Red button. Ah! Hello, red button.
Okay, press it again. Oh, thank goodness. The recovery crew are on the move. I worried they might have joined the picket or gone to the union or been eaten by a tiger, you know. Okay, I'm trying to work out where you're going to be most useful.
What's
I don't
this?
think we have anybody left in catwalks, do we? Oh, we do.
It's a fire extinguisher.
Wow. Can't believe it. I guess weather control then. The door's just over there.
Onwards we go.
You're doing so great. There's really not far to go.
Ooh, I'm liking this music.
Oh, I hate this room. This hasn't been easy, you know. During our second performance, a pipe
I really like this music.
flooded the whole garden level. The player got stuck
Don't
on
even
the,
talk to me
on the roof of the
until...
summer house. All right, okay.
I've had this
the
much
script calls
coffee.
for a storm. Let's make it rain. It's the red valve on the pipe next to the door. Gently.
Another... Oh, no.
A lot of the story relies on there being a storm.
Same letter.
It's a big part of Act 3.
Ooh, ooh.
Listen, really, it's okay. Don't worry about what I told you about the flood. We've had 235 non-fatal performances since then.
Oh, great. I'm cutting the leaves. I'm pushing past the
All right,
trees.
let me be totally honest. In 2 performances, we had mostly underwater surprise moments. But we give everyone armbands now.
Oh, great. Armbands. My name is Meanie Greenie, and I am singing a song to take up the time while I travel along. The path to the Temple of No, that is where I'm going to go. I'm going on an adventure today. This game is really, really fun to play. Twine games? Twine games can be fun, I will shout. Check out me singing in the jungle of doubt. Soon I'll be at the Temple of No. It's got lots of treasure and I'm going to go. Take some back to my hometown. Keep it for myself, not share any around. I'm cutting the leaves. I'm pushing past the trees. I'm slashing away these brush, flora, and jungle debris. If you didn't sing the song, then you know you've let yourself down. You need to let yourself have fun with your life. Don't try to be so serious. What? I hope that's an actual song. Ooh, it's leaking. Ooh, don't like that.
No, too much. Okay, we're good. There's a button below the fan that sorts out the thunder and lightning. Oh. It might be wired up wrong. I'm sorry. That room gets quite damp. Now I think about it, it might have been safe. Oh no! There it is! There it goes!
Ooh, don't like that.
You've got to picture the building lit up by these big flashes of light.
Oh, don't like that. It's like the Rainforest Cafe.
Speaking
That
of,
scared the crap out of me when I was
player
younger.
has apparently entered the mansion through the orangery and is... They're going to use the lift. Okay, that's okay. We can do this. Right here. This way. Actually, wait, hang on a second. This is really important. Behind this door is the closest the player ever passes backstage. They'll be right behind a wall, and I don't know what the wall's made of, but I do know that it's phenomenally cheap. So you're going to have to be very quiet, okay?
Very quiet.
Just down the steps. Yeah, that's good. That's the mansion in there. The player would have got here much earlier, except they had to disarm the lasers that somebody put in their way. You do know that when I say somebody, right, I mean you. I'm not being too subtle here, am I? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It was just a fun and unexpected and searing challenge for them. In any case, here's what we need to do. The player's going to come down the corridor and call the lift. And once the doors open and they get inside, they're going to press the down button. When that happens, all you have to do is pull the lever on this side. This lift was always supposed to power itself, obviously. This is just a hangover from rehearsals that nobody got round to replacing. Besides, it's fine. We've got plenty of time. And actually, no, wait, here he comes. Shh, out, eyes front. Wait for it. Ready? What are they doing? Why haven't they pressed the button? Did they hear us? Don't move.
Not moving. Can't move.
Now.
Haha. Oh, thank God.
No idea what happened there. I think they can't have heard us. hope they didn't hear us. They probably didn't hear us. At least they're on their way now. Actually, they're going to be very busy with the vault. You could start playing in the grounds. We just need to prep.
So who are we with? This entire time I'm trying to imagine. Is it just us? Or are we with disembodied voice? We just can't see them? Is it us? I've got to assume it's us. We're just talking to ourselves because we're the only person on staff.
Hurry along.
I probably should have seen what that said.
You're not into lifts. That's okay. I can understand that.
Of course not.
But we really should keep moving. It's not an unpleasant lift. Really. It's a good lift.
What's up here, though? I like all the lights around here. That just fits aesthetic. Can I turn you off? I can't. Look at that. I can. If I can throw something. No vaping. Gosh. Okay.
Oh my god. Are you okay? Do you still have your ankles? Are they in the correct orientation?
They're here somewhere.
Okay, you're okay? You do? That's great. Oh god, I'm so sorry about that. This is the weather room, isn't it? Right. Okay, listen. Since we can't reach the lift of Pyro, the only way back into the game is through a department called High Concept Miscellaneous Interactions. I didn't want to have to do this to you.
I like it.
There's usually a lot of training involved. But I'll talk you through it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. You brace yourself. Welcome to Miscellaneous Interactions. This is the department that controls a lot of things. Locked and unlocked doors,
Whoops.
interior lights,
This feels like
smoke
Resident Evil
machines,
3 or
telephone
Resident Evil
poles,
2.
active
Yeah, the end of
laser
RE2.
lights, vault guards, tranquilizer dart strength, that kind of thing. But it's all just done with numbers. I don't know why. And usually the operator's got
Color
this
correction.
big, usually they know what they're doing. But I've got a manual here. I think we'll get through it.
We've got a manual.
All right,
It's
in order
set.
to get started, you're going to want to press the number 4. Just go right ahead, the number 4.
4.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry. That's fine. I think that's normal. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't think that light's a bad sign. 5, 7, 2, 1, 2, 1. Ah! Okay, so what we did there, it turns out, was the wrong thing. Could you press 9 and then 4 and then 1? Did we? Oh, I think we restarted it. It's alright, there's a page in the manual. about
What
it.
is going on? This is madness.
I think you should probably get that. Listen, I know it's tempting to ignore problems that you've caused, but this is really the worst time for that. Just come on, pick up the phone.
It's the last time we're trying to get the green one.
They might actually be able to help. What did you just... That could have been very important. Why did you... It's alright. Okay, I found the right instructions. Alright, I need you to press the number 9.
Can I press the number 9 on the phone? No. Okay.
Alright. Let's just assume that we've got 9 sorted. Right? Okay. 5, 2, 1, 4, 4. Wait, no! Hit star to cancel that. And then a 2. 6. Just ignore that. That's fine. Right. 7, 2, left. 1, 4.
Left?
Oh Christ! Please pick up the phone, please, and talk. Oh come on! Again? Do you just
I do not know how to use a phone.
All right, back to
I am
the
so lost in what's
15
going on here.
2, 5, 9. Oh, I guess we don't need to bother with 9. Oh. That
That's so
sounds
chaotic.
like
I would
very
hate being here.
ignore. It turns out that that's a very bad alarm. So I'm going to need you to just do a 180, right down the stairs, please. Right down. I'd probably go a bit further. Move.
Going down the stairs? Okay, we're going down the stairs.
Here's good. Here's good. Great.
Oh, nice.
Okay, back. Come on, back up the stairs. A bit faster than that, please. Just a bit, just a bit faster. Come on. All right, don't worry. Actually, do worry a bit. Hit 7, 4, then asterisk. Is there a fire below us right now?
God.
Is there something on fire? Oh, there is, isn't there?
There absolutely is.
Really, I don't think any of this room is supposed to be on fire. Please don't do what I think you're about to do. Please don't do it. Pick up the phone and put it to your ear like a normal person. Like a normal person. No! You did
Me whenever I actually get a phone call. God, I hate phone calls.
do anyway. Why? Wait, hang on. We can still fix this. We can. I need
Let's
you to find a
think
blue
emails.
panel marked downpour. Do you see it?
Do
Do you see it?
No. Do I see what?
It's turned off,
Oh,
right? I found a
downpour.
way to activate a fail-safe lever
Okay.
to the left of the oh no, wait, on the right of the keypad. Right, not left. Don't do the left. Okay, when the downpour panel lights up, I'm going to need you to pull it. When it lights up, not before. Any moment now.
Uh-huh. Oh, great.
Um,
Well. Oh, hey.
now?
Can I not? Can I not? Can I not? No. Ah. Ah, that lever. I was supposed to pull the panel.
Did we do it? I think we did it.
For
The
your
players
safety.
left the mansion. I think
Oh,
we
I
did
can't
it.
move.
I don't think it's supposed to still be raining, but you know, hey, come back down the stairs. You're done here. You don't need to spend any more time
Well,
in this room. You can forget
conspicuously
about the whole
fast.
thing.
Well, fire's
Or
out,
you can-
right?
You can try to forget about it. Whatever.
Well, was on fire.
That's it. You're done, sister. Thank you so much.
Are they the trees?
Thank you so much. You really helped out. We couldn't have made it through without you. We really couldn't have. Through here.
Ah, they're here. Fantastic. Garden ornamental walkway
Here
entrance.
we are again. So this is how
Hands
it's going to
and
work.
fingers.
You go in there. Just give me a moment. I will bring the lights up. And Dr. Langeskov, the tiger, and the terribly cursed emerald. Enjoy it.
Oh, ooh, hello, pretzel.
Oh, don't tell me you're getting cold feet now. Anything, trust me, anything on the other side of that door is peanuts compared to what we've just gone through. It's great though. It's really good, particularly the voice work. Some of the voice work is outstanding.
Rehearsal schedule.
It's really good. I can see BAFTA sniffing all over this.
Finished.
It's really good. It'll probably win awards.
Depression and the Creative Mind. I'm sure that's a great read.
Yeah, despite everything, it's really not bad.
All right. Onwards we go.
Thank you
On
so
to the
much.
show.
What? Another player? You've got to be kidding me. I can't do this again. Okay, this is really awkward. The fact of the matter is... Wait, hang on. Where are you going? Right, so, look, I need to talk you... Okay, that's the lighting room. You need to talk... Okay, fine. This is wildlife prep. No, hang on. This is... That's a... Hang on. There's a tiger in there. There's a tiger in there. No, don't pull that. Wait, no. Oh.
Okay. I have so many questions. I have no answers. I don't know if I want answers. I feel like answers just ruin everything. That was very enjoyable to go through. And you can see how that person also worked on the Stanley Parable 100%. 100%. Oh, complimentary game, The Crows, Crows, Crows? What is that? Huh. And how they and Davey had very different ideas on what they wanted to explore in terms of meta-narrative fiction. I think it's very interesting how both... I don't really have much to say on this one. Yeah, I really don't. Um, I definitely enjoyed the other one more. Had a far greater impact, right? More pull, more tension, more more risk. But I love the dialogue of Langeskov. And like the best part of this was easily the dialogue. And the first thing I was thinking of was Wheelie from Portal 2. Hearing the our friend, us, whoever we were with, our guide. And I think my favorite thing about Portal 2 is honestly the bits with Wheelie and his dialogue and how it comes across. And I got that same kind of just enjoyment out of this. Yeah, absolutely great palate cleanser. Man. Have I played the Stanley Parable demo? No, I don't think I have. I've just played the base game. Didn't realize there was a demo. I think it's really I feel like Langeskov comes off as more Stanley Parable than than Beginner's Guide. But the progression in Beginner's Guide, I feel like, is what you see in Stanley's Parable. And especially down towards like the very end as things got more I don't know, more intense. Right, for like the last half or so. And the pacing. I think that what Beginner's Guide did really, really well what was its pacing. And like if I didn't get off on tangents, that would have been great. Would have been great. It's a good demo in that no part of it is in the main game. What? Does it like lead up to it? Is it a different part of it? Is it at all related? Is it about Stanley? Man, I remember the first time. I think I vaguely remember the first time, but I remember going through Stanley's Parable, or the Stanley Parable, and having a blast with all the different routes, the different dialogue paths, the sheer amount of things that you could do. Which also I think like Langeskov captured really well, right? And I guess like parts of the beginner's guide. Or if you explored somewhere there was nothing there, it's like it would tell you, it would say something, it would comment on what you're doing. I wonder how inspired getting over it was. Because I felt like the same kind of narrative pause with getting over it. Well, I mean, it's mostly quotes for encouragement, and then I think it starts getting more narrative towards the very end. I've not played through it personally. Just a couple of other folks play it. But that definitely reminded me of this kind of vein. Very neat. Very neat.
enjoy the adventure. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely appreciate it.